Started, I think so that's just one of the sort of innovations in the SSROM Phase 3 was including a hydrological model at the front end. So always remember when we say the South Saskatchewan River Operations Model, it's a decision support tool. It's a mass balance model, water in, water out, right? So hydrological models are used to determine water in. And so, previously, we were using historical flows from 1928 to 2015. And, looking at the history side, what we've been able to do now with these hydrological models is modify that input data to reflect land cover, climate, the effects of climate change, that, different precipitation rates and runoff rates and all that good kind of thing. So that's how we've been able to really put the climate forecasts going in. And these are the climate forecasts, I think you mentioned it, that are provided by the Alberta government. They have climate forecasts. It's one of the challenges in these things is, whose climate forecast do you want to use? So we can spend a ridiculous amount of time having people disagree on which climate forecast to use. So we said, let's just use the one that the Alberta government has said they're going to use, and that's what we've used as input. So, these hydrological models are, those are the ones that are quite complex. I mean, they've got, as I say, precipitation and runoff and snowpack and
wind
and lots of stuff, right? And that's really quite a bit of the science part. But what comes out of that then are the stream flows, the volumes. So that's what our water in as part of our mass balance model is. That's what the outputs we call the performance measures. So the outputs are really to say, okay, what are the important things that we care about in the system? So one of them is, as an example, well, environmental base flows, obviously. So in-stream objectives and water conservation objectives and things like that. Another one is what happens at the border. We have a responsibility to deliver 50% of approximately 50% of our water to the Saskatchewan. So that's another performance measure. We call it apportionment, meeting apportionment. And then there's another variety of outputs, which would be, how many days were there water shortages, for example, in an irrigation district. So, that's really measuring about whether the demand was met. So those are the kinds of things we look at.